Alright, so we're going to be playing through Stoneblock 2. This one's going to be the one mod pack that I'll play while streaming. Not really looking to gain any people watching or anything of that ilk. Just, wanting to play through the pack and have some fun. This one is a secondary instance of the pack that I do have going on here, mainly just so I can have it be up, running, and have things look nice for us. And we're going to create the world. Since no one is on the stream or posting any chats, we're just going to name this world live stream. Also put a space in there. And let's name the server, or not server, the seed, Zio's World. And we're not going to have cheats on right now. Sometimes we'll have them on, sometimes we won't. I'm not going to worry about that now. And boom, loading it up. Now we're just waiting for it to process through. It does take a quick second for it to get up and rolling for us. So wait for the world to load in. The only thing that's not so fun about the Stoneblock 2 pack is that it takes forever for it to just want to load in for me. I don't think it's a bad thing, per se. But, I mean, I'm just looking at wanting to load in. And here we go. We are in the world. And to anyone who ever wants to try joining the Stoneblock 2 world, you'll start off in this little geode shape here, not very big, and you'll have a single torch. Now you'll get a pet rock, which we'll wait on that because I think I can actually name it in an anvil. We got some stonium, some apples, and a quest book. The apples we will save until we at least got a furnace rolling. And yes, that is my skin there, kind of derpy looking, but whatever. We're playing some Minecraft here. And we're just gonna kind of go through. And yeah, you punch rocks with your bare hands and you get stone pebbles. It is from Exenhelio, so the mod is okay. It's a bit dated, but when Stoneblock, like the first Stoneblock came out and he used Exenhelio, and then when FTB kind of took over and recreated some things, they did an awesome job at it. Like they redid some things and made it just fine as hell. So we're just going to continue going through, breaking up some of these base ones here. I found that if you do at least those ones there, and then the ones in the middle here, you'll have enough to make your first tool, your first crafting table, and you'll be ready to roll. So popping those here, those there, and boom, boom. Seems like I got a bit more than I intended there. But whatever. We need that one, and I'll actually just break this by hand to give us the extra 2 that we need, because I want to make sure we get everything got in there. And throw that down. Take 2 of our stone rods, 2 bits of cobblestone. Got our first stone hammer. I do like picking up the crafting table right afterwards, just so we have it in our inventory, because once we get to 16 of the cobblestone, we will actually have another quest completed. This mod pack is real easy on getting the quests. I mean, I'll pull up the quest page real quick. I mean, this is your main quest line. There is a storage quest line to go through with it also. And that one kind of gives you a rundown of how to get storage rolling, how to get it started up and all that. And then it has the chickens mod, which this one is an extensive, very time consuming one, but also I found it to be very entertaining because you can end up getting ender pearls from the chickens, awakened draconium, and you just get almost all your resources from chickens. Now, fluid cows, I have not toyed with these too much. From what I understand, they're pretty cool too. We have Mystical Ag, we have Draconic Evolution, Project E. That one's gonna be a pain to get to. Like, to get into Project E, we're gonna need the Philosopher's Stone. But to get that, we're gonna have to make an Ender Star. So we're gonna have to find a way to get Dragon's Breath, Nether Star, Prismarine Shards, and Black Quartz. So it's kind of a process to get to there. And I'm not gonna try and work towards that right immediately. What I just want to get done with is I want to get the first page kind of knocked out. I mean, there's certain parts of it that I'm not too worried about. We're not going to defeat any, like, the Ender Chicken on it today, because let's go back up to Stoneblock. We have these, which these are like your end game bosses. Like, these two are what you go for when you're wanting to finish up the pack, from what I understand. So those two I'm not too worried about. I mean, maybe we can get the chicken on a stick, or the chicken stick, once we at least get some more farm animals. But this whole situation, we're mainly focusing on this section over here. So once we get all this done, we'll have some things to go for. And I'm going to hold off on making that cobblestone chest thing, just because, you know, there's no point in getting that rolling right now, because we just not going to need that yet. So I'm going to continue breaking these up. And thankfully we do have we are technically in an ocean biome, so we don't have to deal with it being in, like, in between biomes. So if we end up replacing all this stone on the floor with grass, we're not gonna have to deal with any of that stupid kind of like, oh, here's how this is, here's how it's gonna look. No, we have nice consistent grass color because it's all the same biome. I kind of like it when we get a world that's all in the same biome, because at that point it's easy. So as you've seen, I used the hammer on the cobblestone. I gave us gravel. Take the hammer on the gravel. Boom. We got dirt. And it's like, cool, what are we going to do with the dirt? We're actually going to take our stone crafting table, turn into the crafting station, since we're going to need that anyway. And we're going to take 4 of the stone. Give us a stone crook. And we're actually going to use that on the dirt here for our chances to get saplings. What I'm wanting to roll for is I'm wanting to get at least a dark oak now, since we got our, yep, there we go. And there we go. So we got at least 3 of the woods I like. Jungle wood, it's okay. I'm not a big fan of the pinkish color, but that is me. Some people love it, some people hate it. As long as we don't get a bunch of birch or acacia, we're doing okay. So we're going to hold off on growing the spruce or the dark oak, and we're just going to grow this guy right here. And yep, this has twerk on it, so we can just twerk the tree, get our wood. And here we go, knocking out some more of it. I'm going to take a drink of soda here real quick. Sorry about that. I do have a filter on that will automatically being worked on as we're recording. All it does is it just kind of helps apply filters for it where it's not as loud for things. And this will get us the wood quest. There's that. And we're going to actually go through and we'll get some silkworms. Boom. Got 3 of those. So we're going to break this. And then we're going to lay down that. And plant a silkworm on the leaf. So what we will do is we'll actually get ourselves 4 chests. The regular wooden kind, not the stone chest. And we're going to throw them up here. I'm gonna have them up here because we're actually gonna end up getting a small wall of chests to roll on here. And we'll throw everything in here for right now. And we'll collect all 6 of these rewards since it is randomized rewards. So we're gonna get potentially more than 6 items. Boom. All right, so let's take a look, see what we got. We got an item magnet, which this one's okay, kind of. There's a lot better options in this pack to go for, but if you get this and you don't have access to ender pearls right away, and you're building a mob farm, this will help pull those items to that area. Very easy, very simple. This will be good when we get into Ender IO. I can't wait until this updates to 1.16 or 1.18 because Ender IO is a really awesome mod that could have the potential of being overpowered, but it does it in a way where it takes time to get to the overpowered parts. It takes microcrafting, and I hope it updates sometime in the future. Entity detector, not really caring about that part. And we got the Yava barrel upgrades. They're okay. I haven't really dabbled in the Yava barrels at all. If anyone can explain to me what the Black Lotuses do, please let me know. I don't know what they do. And we got an Ender chest. So, fun fact, Ender storage was actually a mod before your Ender chests were even a thing in Minecraft. So it was just kind of a neat little thing that was made there. And we're gonna grab our lovely stone crook. Looks like our tree is, yep, about done. And I love how like the leaves are all now just kind of gross and yellowed. The texture pack we're using is, actually I can pull it up for you guys. Resource packs. I was trying to use some 1.16 packs here. They don't work. It's the Lethos pack. I like it. Now we do have modded, faithful, and a few others, but if there's one that you guys personally like, let me know. I'm willing to go through and check it out and possibly use it, but Lethos, I personally am kind of liking how it looks. It gives a nice look to things. It does have some mod support in it. And we're going to take you. And we're going to give ourselves 3 sticks. Because we're going to get one of the quests quickly knocked out real quickly here. And that one's going to be getting our sieves. And yes, I am starting with the heavy sieve there because it's how I do it. We all go about this in different paths and different methods. I like getting the heavy sieve done first since it uses the logs and you don't have to break them down yet. And eventually later on I might make a regular sieve room since the heavy oaks or heavy sieves, it's the equivalent of sieving 9 blocks at once. Whereas the regular sieve can only do 1 block at a time. It doesn't do compressed blocks, but you can make it in a 5x5 square and then do that. So you can do 25 blocks at once compared to 9. So this can become more efficient later on than the heavy one. Heavy one though, on an early start for the game, on an early level, this is what you would like. This is the one you'd want to go for, at least when you start. Not when you're continuing to end it, but when you start off, I have found that that's what you want to go for, and it's the best, in my opinion, for what it can do. So we're going to throw our crafting table right here for right now. And we're going to make ourselves at least a furnace. I know with this mod pack, a furnace sometimes is the obsolete part, but it is something that we are actually going to need since we're going to need torches. Torches are going to be the one thing that will become quite handy early on. And we're going to do this in my trickery way of using sticks to smelt the items up instead of using the planks, because the sticks, they're smaller, easier to use. Let's collect 3 of these rewards real quick. So we got a redstone furnace. a double layer capacitor, and climbing gloves. Climbing gloves are pretty neat. You can just throw them up there. I'm not going to have them active right now, though, since I don't need to take fall damage. Redstone Furnace is a nice thing to have, but we don't have power generation. Once we get power generation, we could probably replace our regular furnace with it, and then utilize it for that. Actually, we're going to actually break you down to though, and throw the book in there because we don't need the book right now. And we're going to throw, not into that chest, into this chest over here. We're going to keep 18 out, and we're going to break these down to gravel so we can get some flint. Now, technically, I could just use all of them and then upgrade our sieve from being the string all the way to the flint right now, because I could just do this and it would give us what we need. But I'd rather sieve them for a chance of getting other materials in here. I want to see if we can get, got 2 bits of iron there, and now we can have a full chunk of iron. And I know these are pieces, I just call them bits because it's just how I am. Got to take up to the fact like I'm just kind of quirked about it. And we're gonna get more of our trees gotten up because I do want to fill out this so we can be able to have the pieces, the chunks, and then this will be the extra goodies here. So we're gonna quickly break down some of these, and also hopefully get some more resources from the tree. Obviously more apples, and we're gonna keep tabs on our hunger bar because once we start actually getting low, at that point we're gonna be able to break it down and have more. So, and the plan for the channel, if anyone is tuning in or is watching through, kind of watching from a back part of it, is I'm just going to continue to upload modded Minecraft content and just continue to have fun with it. I'm not really wanting to make any big goals on my channel. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy or anything like that. If I can be able to get an artist to draw some channel logos for me, I can then actually start making merchandise for you guys and maybe sell merchandise. But that's not even on the horizon for right now. Right now, I want to get my content made and have some fun, because I realize, heck, if I am already going to be playing the game by myself at home, might as well share with the world the content I make and give you all a chance to watch it from home. And, some of you like it, cool. Some of you don't. No harm on me, no harm from me. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. We're actually going to turn off our menu up because we don't really need that sucker on. I mean, when I'm playing on an open world, I will have it on. But on a map like this, what I dig out is the world. I literally will create how the map looks, and I know once we get up to the other biomes, which are up above us, to like the mining dimension biome, or mining dimension area, and then the end area. The mining dimension area does have a chance of having caves be there, but that can be found out when I get up there. Right now, though, we're just going to kind of continue breaking through here. Getting all the logs chopped up we're going to need, since wood is going to be... it's going to be the start of one of the things that we need quite a bit of. And we are going to end up digging out and building out some more here soon. I do want to just get some things. I want to see... there we go. Now we're going to have a full stack being made. These 12 we're going to keep. Or actually, pull that out there. And give me you. That was a dummy move. I apologize, everyone. You just watched me do Probably not my brightest of moments. So we're going to actually fix this. So we're going to have a stack of that be crafted, or not be crafted, be smelted up for us. And there we go. And there's our stack of tiny coal for us. Just gonna open you up, make some sticks with you, and make ourselves a handful of torches. And there we go. Just let that run. Actually take these other 2 bits and make some more torches. Since once we do start expanding out, we are going to need to, have the areas lit up as we go. And it may not look bad right now, but let's say I hit F7. Yeah, if we start expanding out, we get too far away, this will start filling up. So I'll just throw them in the corners. I like kind of keeping it mirrored. And with this mod pack, one of the things you do need to keep track of is kind of how you have things set up in the beginning, because later on it can actually start causing problems if you don't have things set up in a way that you want. So it could actually inadvertently cause problems. So let me check something real quick. Yeah, nothing's showing up yet. Okay, whatever. We've only been on for about 20 minutes now, and that's not going to be too terrible on us. I actually don't think any of my viewers would leave any comments anyway, because, I mean, why would they start leaving comments now? So, what I'm going to do is we're going to build some more trees up, break them down, and we're going to actually go through and get our Tinker Station made. Because the Tinker tools in this pack are great for early game tools and early game progression. Unlike Techopolis, which kind of seems to have a strong lean towards using the Tinker's tools and that be how things go for it. Stoneblock kind of, it uses the Tinkers as a kickoff, and then it can go towards the more overpowered tools later on. So I think I need some more here. Let's first go that. We're gonna have our 16 sticks, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go, 16 planks, 16 sticks, and boom, boom, boom. Now we got 32 of those. And we're gonna need to build you. 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 And we're gonna need to build a crafting table to slap that on. And tinkering has been completed. And we could just easily just boom, 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 boom. Yep, they are all linked together. Throw patterns there. And these ones, we actually only need this amount right here. So leave it up on the screen for a few more seconds for those you want to count. If you do, that's all you. Just throw the patterns in the pattern chest. And I'm right now just going for the ones I'm going to need. So those are the only ones I need. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rearrange some of this because they don't actually recognize each other. So you have to have that there. And these two are kind of interchangeable, but I try and keep them crafting table, stencil table. There we go. I was thinking I can get away with it, but unfortunately I can't. And as you see, it gives 40 durability with that. Unlike with the new Tinkers, it doesn't give you a bonus in durability. When you do that, this will give you the modifier and a bonus. So keep that in mind for those of you who are playing the older 1.12 Tinkers. There is a lot of differences, especially for people who are going from playing with the 1.16 on versions to playing with the older version, there is quite a bit of differences in it. And there we go. Now there's a couple extra things added into this Tinkers. For example, you can make a sledgehammer, and you can make a crook with the Tinkers though. So there's some things about it that are a little bit different that are, they're okay. I mean, the Tinker's sledgehammer is functional, I would say. Not a big fan of it, but it's functional. And now we got our Tinker's pick. And we got our Forge Lexicon, our Forge Lexicon. So basically all that does is it allows us to take different materials and mix them and change them to the other one. So let's say we get a crafting recipe that says, oh, I'm only going to take industrial foregoing copper. And we're only getting the Tinker's Construct copper. We can actually use that Lexicon to change them to the one we need. Throw these in here because we're going to need that. And I'm mainly doing this just so I can get that the extra cobblestone right now until we can get stuff made for our cobblestone generator. Once we get a cobblestone generator going, we kind of don't need to do too much mining out, but at the same time I will still do it, since, you know, it's literally going to be the only way to do some expanding out for our world. And I've seen some other YouTubers channels where they'll have it basically running and mining out giant areas in the Stoneblock area. And yeah, that's kind of cool, but I kind of like the cave aspect of it, where you can have these like semi-organic looking caves. Like you start with a semi-organic looking area and then you build off from it. Like this is your start area. This is where you open up in here. And it opens out into this more industrialized setting outside of this rounded room. And we're going to, here's what we're going to do. So 18 sticks. And we're going to make ourselves 9 of these hammers to make a compressed hammer. The compressed hammer is something that's going to be needed later on, because now we can easily break down our compressed materials. So these two up there, along with these two, the apples and the trees. Since we don't need anything but really these 2 items in our inventory. And again, using FTB Ultimine, boom, I got 36 gravel. Throw it into here. Now, I do hope that the mod that adds this, I know it is in Techopolis and some of the later ones, but it's only available on the regular crafting station. I'm hoping with the Tinker stations, the Tinker station, it can be added to that sometime in the future. Not saying that the developer needs to go out and make it a thing right now, but just something I noticed that would help out quite a bit, and it'd be kind of nice to have it. Waiting for this to break down. There we go. And we got one more bit of iron. And one thing we will be doing, similar to how I have the mob farm in Techopolis, we're going to be building one in this one. Now, I know the water mechanics are different in 1.12, and I've already found out ways to work past those changes in the older water mechanics. I already know how to work with them. I've done quite a bit of tinkering around, figuring out, and I found the best way to work with it, at least for how right now it can be. So we're gonna start opening up this side over here, and just start getting it prepped to be one of the rooms. So we're gonna have this one be the farm room. So we're gonna have this one be mined out and be probably do a 9 cubed spot. Sorry about that. Probably really loud for some of you. And we're going to keep with this right here, but for this one, we're actually going to go one up and have it be just a bit taller on the ceiling department, just so we can have it be a little bit bigger, a little more grand of a room, especially because with this room, we are going to be putting some drawers on one of the sides of the walls. And once we get to some of the other mods, like when we go to Industrial Foregoing and we have their garden cloche, we can then actually utilize that and have it be set up for growing most of the plants. But we do have to wait until we get to there. I know the Bonsai Trees, I know their setup has some additions into it that I think I've noticed FTB has added recently, because they weren't available when I first played this pack when it was still brand new. And this is when it was still available on the CurseForge launcher. But since it is branched out and become its own, and FTB has their own launcher, I've noticed that they've actually been updating it, adding more content, changing certain things about it. And this is actually the beta release for it. So it is not the official. This one's like the just before official one, if that makes any sense to any of you. But yeah, I'm just gonna get this kind of mined out here. Might be quiet for a little while in some parts of it, but I mean, is that really gonna be that bad that I'm quiet in a video? And if one of you comments right now and says, yes, I don't like it when you're quiet, I'm gonna call shenanigans there, because that'd be that wouldn't be cool. That all of a sudden you guys like, oh, we're gonna talk. You mentioned about being quiet. We'll make a comment. Boom. I'm gonna continue to try and get as much of the cobblestone that we get gotten up, and I'm trying to get us to where we have 6 flint, because once we got the 6 flint, we can actually then go through and we can upgrade from a string mesh to a flint mesh, and that will just increase the number of drops. Once we get to the iron and diamond mesh, at that point you'll actually be able to forgot I had a torch in my hand there. You can actually get some of the other, like the Thaumcraft crystals and whatnot. Maybe I might thumb through Thaumcraft in here. I do like some things about it, where I like the great wood and the silver wood. Those ones are really nice trees to have in there. Now the flint will actually, obviously, it'll give us more flint, but it is going to be giving us more of the bits for the ores. So that is one thing I do want to go for. And let's see how many of those iron bits we've got. So we got 6 of them. Officially got 64 of those. That's awesome. And basically take another stack of them, throw that into there. That'll just slowly cook up and break down that. Or then we can easily upgrade that to the iron one. And once we get diamond and emeralds, we can actually upgrade our simple stone pickaxe from being basically able to mine your stone and your regular ore variants to being an obsidian level pickaxe. That's one thing that I think is kind of cool with it. And I know you can kind of do it in the newer Tinkers, but it's just Stoneblock. It makes it where you can easily get the Tinker's tools upgraded, at least from still keeping them stone, so it's easy to repair, but making them to where you can have some truly overpowered stone tools that are just, they can own things. I had a stone sword that, before I had stopped playing Stoneblock for a little while, it was doing 19 damage. So stone tools with old school Tinker's construct with Tinker's tool leveling kind of get a little overpowered. What I'm saying by Tinker's tool leveling is, you see there it has level clumsy and the XP. The XP is per block mined. So a mine block, it gives it the pickaxe experience. Now it's not experience that you can actually see, unfortunately, but it is kind of just a coded like experience that the tool gets per block you mine. And for this one, unlike the other ones around it, we're actually going to keep that one being a one that blips down like that, because we might actually throw torches around it. And I know it's just unnecessarily lighting up, but I mean, it's Stoneblock. Have something that's a little decorative, gives things a little more custom feel instead of just, oh look, it's a room carved into stone. And if anyone's catching this that is tuning in, we're just playing through the Stoneblock and, just having fun. Not trying to be doing anything special, not trying to make, anything specific, just trying to have some fun in Stoneblock. And you can find Stoneblock on the FTB launcher. I think Stoneblock 2 is still available on CurseForge, but it is not up to the most current update of it. And I think almost all of the FTB mod packs are mainly available through their launcher. They haven't updated some of the, made some newer packs yet. I think they're probably working on a big project, because it used to be like, oh yeah, they launched something new right as soon as things came out. But I've noticed recently right now, things are slowing down. I've seen some mods show up that might be hinting at like a Stoneblock 3, because they've updated the stone crafting table, stone chest mod for 1.16. So if we get a 1.16 release of Stoneblock, that's going to be awesome. Now they're probably going to do something where they'll use the FTB Sluice mod for their go-to resource gathering one. And that one does require you to kind of work your way to get to iron, or work your way to get to water for it. So, I mean, it's a grind for that. I mean, FTB Ocean Block has already proven to show that, hey, things take a little bit longer for it, and so they're trying to play the long game for it. So boom, boom, boom. Now we have iron stiffened mesh. Yes, I can totally English today. I just only goof up my words 80% of the time. Actually, I throw this down into there, and we're gonna break down that into there. And do I even have, why is my music not playing? Oh, there we go. Having the music playing. Jukeboxes will turn down to 10%. I am happy I got 50 right off that one click there. Half the time when I try and click, it's always like 1 or 2 above, and it's a pain to get them off, because in 1.16 they actually updated how the menus work, and you can actually use your arrow keys and get exact changes. So that's kind of nice. Once I got these sifted up, I'm actually going to quickly run and use the restroom, and I will be back. I just want to make sure we got all this sifted up real quick, and then we'll kind of talk about some of these extras we have in here. So I'll be right back, everyone. And I am back, everyone. Sorry about that little bit of a delay there. So, as we were going to do, we were going to talk about some of the things we had gotten there. So we've gotten more coal, obviously, so that's one of that's one of the most common drops we always get. We got our ore beds. We even got some osmium this time around. That'll come in handy once we start getting into the mechanism. We did get 2 diamonds, an emerald. We did get some of the Thaumcraft crystals, so we can get a handful of them right now. And we got some Project Red Core crystals, or gems. So we got some sapphires, some rubies, and peridots. Now, the rubies will come in handy once we got a mob farm going, because getting slime in this, kind of a pain, and it's actually easier to get blood than it is slime. So we're going to go that route. It'll do all the same things that slime does, but it's red. Not a big fan of that, but whatever. And show you guys what I mean by the tool being upgraded to obsidian level. So obviously that upgraded diamond, obsidian. Where if, as you guys see, that upgraded to there, then upgraded to there. Which one should we do first? We'll do both of them. Now it is going to take away our modifiers, since it goes from 3 down to 1, but it's still level clumsy, so it's not going to matter too much. One thing we'll actually do is we'll go to our part builder, go to there, and use a peridot for you. And it's the same durability, and we are losing one of our regular, we're losing the crude, and we're getting nature's blessing. So it's, you know, has a chance of getting us food. It's just the cheaper way of getting food in this at this point. And it gives just a little bit extra that lovely green color. I know the not I don't personally know, but I know that the YouTuber Iskal would probably love that shade of green that's on the tip of the pickaxe now. Since he seems to really like that shade of green, I've noticed. And now our pickaxe has a lot more durability. And I do like how the texture pack that I have, it also adds, it does go through for, and yes, I can English today. It does add some custom looks for the Tinker's tools to really not just looking a slightly modified pickaxe. I noticed that the sword, though, it's not quite as done with the regular broadsword. So that one still looks its traditional way, especially as soon as you start adding some modifiers to it. You have just plain stone sword, looks nice. You start adding some things onto it, and it kind of loses a bit of that look. And you can kind of bring it back by adding other things to there. But I noticed it's not a consistent staying true to the pattern like other tools are. There we go. Now that we got our big room cleared out, we'll actually break this part of the floor. And we're going to turn this part of the floor into dirt. Where once we start getting it tilled up, we can then actually go through and, you know, have it be the farmland or any seeds we want to start growing or any of that kind of such. So, I mean, the crops in here we do want to start getting into, especially once you get to mystical agriculture. We are going to want to be growing crops as much as we can. So, there's that. I know it's going to show those red X's there. I do need that. Yeah, we're just going to keep that like that. Oh, completely miss an entire section. So we're probably gonna be streaming for a couple hours today, and it'll probably only be a couple hours every Sunday. Maybe a random stream periodically throughout the week. But I mean, keeping it to one day of the week where we do a stream, it gives anyone that could be even my family or anyone that wants to join in, they can hop in, say hi, and kind of check in. Also, it gives the viewers a chance to see kind of if I do end up doing any building off the channel, like when I'm not recording a video and whatnot. It'll give you guys an idea of how I plan out my content, how like my thought processes in it, how I want things to go, and just things that I do while building. We might also start streaming on Twitch. I'm debating on that one since I've heard some not so enthusiastic rumors about Twitch, and that's one thing that part of me wants to, but same time doesn't want to, because I'd rather just avoid the conflict if I can. So we're leaving this area open. Throw you. We're leaving that area open just so once we get our water started going, we'll actually get that part taken care of right now. Almost forgot I needed to make. Not you, but I need to make you the Oak Crucible. Now, something interesting, the Oak Crucible technically says it can use a heat source. I don't understand how it's supposed to do that, but whatever. Just throw a bunch of trees in. There we go. And let's correct the reward. Exchanging at it. That's gonna be nice. Once we get power. We don't have power yet. Yeah, once we got that power rolling, we'd actually be able to start doing some more things. Trying to see what we got going on here, trying to figure out what I can do. Because it's going to take a second for that. Let's get ourselves a iron bucket rolling. Yeah. And even though this guy says it has 0 durability, so it has 0. This one has 79. So technically it would only go to 80. I want to say it's going to go to like 81. Oh, actually give us that bonus. So from what I understand, if you do this kind of thing, you actually get a bonus to the tool you're combining it with. So went from 79 to 85. So a 5+ bonus there. I feel that's a pretty darn good bonus to have going into that. And that's not what I'm gonna need. There's 3 animals. Yep, so we're gonna have to make thematic, and considering this is 1.12, thematic's actually quite a powerful tool in this version. So we're gonna need a shovel, an axe head, and a handle. So take one of those. And we need shovel pattern, the axe head pattern, and do I want to go with sapphire? Nope. We don't need that. I mean, there's not really gonna be rain where we're at. We'll just do nature's blessing for one of the heads. So we can actually get those lovely bones, or lovely spots there. And then we're going to make shovel head out of stone. That's only going to make it to where we can still utilize the benefit of having stone be our go-to resource for repairing. And you. Now, it says Matic, but how it looks like that, it actually just looks like a Pulaski, which is a wildland firefighting tool. For those of you who don't understand what a Pulaski is, I would recommend Googling it in. Did I already go to... Oh, it's already at Obsidian. It must be the Peridot. And... get our lovely iron. Make the buckets. And yoink! Water out. I thought we had gotten some of the actually editions worms, but I guess not. Well, I guess not. We'll let this kind of green up there. And throw that. Don't actually need to repair, I just needed it to block off this spot. Because I'm lazy like that some days. Throw the extra there. And break this down. So I know one of the goals is kind of to, like one of the plans for it would be to, oh, we should get diamond and upgrade this to a diamond mesh. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Actually going to need 2 bits of water. Because I do want to get us an infinite water source. And that sucker we're actually going to be putting in right back over here. So we're gonna have water source there. And it won't affect the farm area right now. So that's not gonna be something we're gonna worry about as of the second. And I noticed that we still, or at least don't have anyone commenting, but whatever. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, this is just playing a 1.12 Stoneblock 2 package or Minecraft, and a lot of people have kind of strayed away from 1.12 Minecraft. So I mean, it's not bad, not particularly what I'm wanting it to be, but heck, at least I'm gonna be having some fun. It's a Sunday. I don't work tonight at my current nighttime job, so I can at least enjoy putting on a stream and then maybe seeing people go through later on and watch said stream, since I think people can access the streams on YouTube after they've already been uploaded, or after a person's already streamed them, since I notice occasionally the streams are available as, your videos afterwards. At least I think that might be the case. I don't know. I could technically select my computer to record and stream the videos, but I wanted to make sure to see how things go with at least getting the stream going. Maybe in the last hour we'll get someone popping in and saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" So we're just gonna stream until I kind of don't want to stream anymore today. That'll be just how things are right now, and we'll see how it goes. So we do have the other bucket of water here. temporarily take you out, fill you back in. I do like how the water looks at this texture pack. It's kind of a nice color for the water. And we don't need to have you guys out. Yeah, and there we go. And we are actually going to break down this, and we're going to break it down to the dust, and we will probably take a few blocks of the or a block of the dust and break that down into a bit of clay for us, since having clay is one thing that will come in handy real soon about it. And leave that one like that. Let's actually take our crucible over to our watering hole over here. And we will get that made. There we go. We got some clay all done up for us real quick. And since we have the iron stiffened mesh here, we can actually sieve up the dust and we get some other ore bits and get bone meal. Bone meal is something that's going to be needed soon, mainly for the fact of bone meal mixed with some clay is going to get the porcelain chunks, or the porcelain bits, porcelain clay, and that's one thing we're going to need to get some lava going. I know a lot of you have already probably watched other YouTubers play through this pack, and you guys are probably just going, oh my god, this guy is so slow at playing it. He's not progressing as fast as this person or that person, and I'm not worried about that. I'm here to just kind of have fun. Never said I was trying to make a goal of being the fastest person at this that I can. I just want to be able to make it to where I'm having fun. I mean, if I'm not going to be having fun with something, why would I want to continue to do it? So we're going to temporarily throw these all into here, just so we can actually get some things possibly rearranged and have these put into the floor and have our chests ready to be layering on the walls. So there's that. Throw that there. And we're going to get this cobblestone generator up and going just so we can have some automatic cobblestone being gotten ready for us. We got another redstone furnace and another one of those. That's the one thing I kind of noticed about this pack is it doesn't have a list of rewards that it's already given the player. And so occasionally you get duplicates like that, and we've also already gotten some of the other duplicates already. I mean, we got 4 basic capacitors. I think there's a way of turning them into higher tiers. Yep. I'll just need some energetic alloy, pulverized coal, and I can be able to get into the double layers eventually. And one thing that they've kind of got, that FTB has kind of gone back on with the mod pack is instead of being able to have it be this turns into 1, they've made it turn into 8 of the Pam's freshwater. It used to not be that. It used to only you'd get a 1-for-1 transfer. But for some reason now it is changed back to this. For whatever reason. Not too sure on why, but you know, I'm not the one who makes the rules here. We're gonna need 5 of those. Throw them into there. And we're gonna get 3 bits of iron. is we're going to get ourselves a sink made. Now the sink is a cooking for blockheads item, and we're actually going to end up putting it in this corner right here. Once we get what we need melted down or smelted up for us. Not lava. Lava's going to take forever to go through. So we're going to just kind of chill and wait for a minute and enjoy some quiet time. We're going to take a quick check on our gear here. Still going. It's about halfway there. And got that. Throw that through there. And we're going to throw the 5 like that with the bucket of water in between. Now if we were to get some black dye, we can actually dye the sink a different color. But we'll wait on that for right now. There we go. I wonder. So, works with that. Does it work? Unfortunately, it won't work. I knew it wasn't going to work with that. So, now we have a permanent water source. I can actually take 3 cobblestone, hook them up, and then block up that area now. I'm going to go check on something while this is cooking up, and I will be right back. Okay, everyone, I just had to check on some things. We have our lava now, and boom. So now we have the water, the lava, and 7. There we go. Might as well have it where y'all can actually enjoy the music. There we go. So I'd make sure that you guys can actually, hear, maybe enjoy some of the Minecraft music as we just sit here faffing about in modded Minecraft. Now that we got this, we don't really need that over there anyway, because it's an unlimited source of water for us right there. And we're gonna get another achievement or another quest page unlocked for us right now. Boom. Another quest part unlocked. And we got more capacitors. So, I mean, the capacitors are okay. They'll come in handy later on, but right now they're not really necessary. Let's break up some trees real quick, just so we can get some extra goodies from them. Alright, so now we got at least enough wood to do part of what I need to do. Do we have redstone? We have some redstone. And we have enough iron to do what I think we can do here. We have enough base stone. I think we can make a compacting drawer right off the bat for us. That'll give us another reward there. And let's wait for the stone to finish smelting. Because instead of using the basic drawer for the compactor or the cobblestone generator, might as well start having it go automatically into a compacting drawer, just so we don't have to do the crafting of the compressed cobblestone right off the bat. I kind of wish that OBS kind of showed me how many people were on stream, because all I got on my page is I get a basic bit of information. I wonder, can I pull and show you guys? Yeah, this is the kind of screen I get. I get where I have the monitoring of the screen and the chat. And it tells me all this fun little data here, just on things that are going on for it, and telling me how loud the microphone is picking up on what I'm saying. That's also kind of a way where I can tell if I'm speaking loud enough for the microphone to be picking up properly. Oh, threw the stone. Bad habit of throwing stones. So this, that, not the cobblestone, there. And now we have that. And we're gonna break this. And we're actually going to break into this part of the wall here. Throw you, then you. And while we're right here, we will actually just take care of getting this sucker all stowed into this lower compartment here to have everything ready for when we do move everything to having our miniature chest wall set up here. I like having the concept of a starting wall being where it's just like some storage and technology, and then it branches out into these areas, and then we are going to go forward and have farms up front too. But it'll be down the line that we'll have that. There we go. And we have 13 of those, so we can get a couple more double chests gotten up for us. And we'll probably just make some stairs. That'd probably be best for us right now, since we don't need a bunch of extra stuff. And there. Even though I know we can access these from just clicking here and then clicking over, if I could just go up and click it, it'll be okay. And also this kind of makes it look kind of nice, in my opinion at least. And throw those into there. And collect the rewards. Building gadgets, kind of nice. And we got some double layer capacitors. Throw those into our goodie drawer there. And throw everything other than redstone into there. We're going to take all of these, and we're actually going to split these up into 2 different chests. So we're going to throw the bits and the powders into this one. And that's going to include those like the lapis. I don't know, lapis coming with me. Bone meal can go into there. And then these items actually go into this one right over here. And that'll keep that kind of going. For this chest right here, we'll be throwing it up there. And just make sure it's fully illuminated. Torches are not going to become too bad of a thing. And what we'll do, not those two, we'll take the bits, combine them into chunks, and we'll just have the chunks sitting in that chest over there, ready to be used for when we need it. Once we get some more machinery, we will be processing these chunks and getting double, if not like more of them, of resources out of them. I like that the microphone can kind of hide when I sneeze sometimes, but then other times it's like, oh, you sneezed, you made noise. So we're going to have them be kind of like that. And this will start getting things slowly shuffled around here. I just made the same mistake again. I'll actually throw this right there. Now we'll probably dig out a room like this over here, and that'll probably be the start for the area, because it's the same area will be for the regular sieves. But for now, we'll just stick with what we have. Take that. And see about getting all 17 made. Maybe we can see if we can get another diamond out of that, and hopefully upgrade our iron stiffened mesh into a diamond mesh. At that point, we can start getting the basically the infinite dust, which is used for crafting any of the Ender IO gear. I mean, technically, we could do a hole down to bedrock and just light the bedrock on fire, but going about it with a sifting way, I find that being a bit simpler to do. And if it's simpler and easier to process, might as well. Getting all this kind of done up for this takes a little bit of time. But, I mean, that's why I'm doing the stone block the way I'm doing it. I'm not trying to go fast through or accomplish any of the quests as quick as I can. I've played through a bit of the quests, and I just want to be able to enjoy playthrough of it and not be thinking, oh, I want to get these done, I want to get these goals done. Just want to enjoy the game. I want to be able to just go through and look at the accomplishments I've done and be like, cool. I built this entire underground mine in modded Minecraft. It's a good way of relaxing, in my opinion. And given how the world events have gone, a lot of the world needs to find ways of relaxing, and not in meaning like how some people are. Oh, you smoke marijuana. No, just find activities, something that's not stressful, that is a relaxing task for you. For me, it's playing Minecraft. I know it's silly, but I like it. It's one of those kind of tasks that you don't need to worry too much about or put a whole lot of thought into. You could just go through and have fun with it. No goals, no worries. Because, I mean, with Minecraft, you don't actually have to have a plan on how to play the game. Other games, you have to have an objective. And yeah, Minecraft kind of has one. But at the end of the day, even the developers, they're not worried about people going through and beating the game. If they had it be the only thing they wanted you to do, they would not have put so much effort into the game that they have. They would not have done all the R&D that they've done for it, and they wouldn't have made the game as open as it is. I mean, take a look at this mod pack. We are playing, it is Minecraft still, but at the same time, it's different than the kind of Minecraft you'd be playing on like your phone. But it's still, you're swinging a tool, you're breaking blocks, and you're having fun. There are aspects that everyone enjoys about the game. And for me, it's just the breaking of the blocks, the going through the motions of mining out areas. I find very entertaining for me. I find it very relaxing to do. It doesn't take much thought process. It doesn't take much energy to just sit here and be at my desk and just enjoy playing the game. And I want other people to be able to enjoy it too, because you don't have to be a child to enjoy Minecraft. It's the same concept as why Lego is as big of a company as they are. Is you don't have to be a child to enjoy their product. Lego has their age range from like 3 to 99. So, at least for some of them, but a lot of them, it's just they don't really have an age limit for how old you have to be to enjoy Legos. Now, be it some of the prices of Legos have made it to where it's like, oh, a child's not going to be buying that Lego set. But at the same time, we can still just enjoy the Legos as they are. And Minecraft is just kind of a better digital form of it, in my opinion. Because Lego had tried doing a very similar adaptation of it shortly after Minecraft came out, because it is basically just Legos on a computer screen. And they, from what I understand, their game they'd made, it didn't do so well. A lot of people didn't like how Lego had done it, and they felt that they kind of cheapened out on the aspect of this style of game. But I never played it, so I can't go out of my way to. I can't say if it's bad or good until I've tried it myself. But right now, my game libraries and the games that I'm playing has been basically Minecraft or Halo Master Chief Collection. And I will always still enjoy Halo no matter what any of the fanboys or fangirls say about the game. I think it's been a good game over the years. I even kind of enjoyed Halo 5. As opinionated as people have been about that game, I liked it because it was a solid game. And it may not have had a lot of story to it, but as far as like a Halo game goes, I enjoyed it. There are things I wish were longer about the game, but also given all that the game was doing at the time, I am happy with how it had done it. I hope eventually we can get Halo 5 into the Master Chief Collection for those people who only play PC and haven't played on an Xbox. Because if that becomes true, then we can everyone can enjoy Halo how it was, and they'll play through the entire Master Chief's campaign that is available on consoles. In the books, though, there is a lot more that he has done in the books than just what the audience of the games sees. The books go into detail, like by the time the first game has come out in order, at least of how things happen in the Halo universe, Master Chief had already been fighting for a little over 20 years. So he was in his 30s by the time the events of the first Halo came out. The first Halo game came out. And that's why having an actor like Steve Downes voice him is, in my opinion, a really good choice, because you have this actor who he's not no spring chicken, he's not young, voicing a military character that is chronologically like from his actual date of birth in his early 40s, but when you spend as much time in cryosleep as you do, your aging process is altered. And when you're also a super soldier, like how Master Chief was in the series, it changes how your body is in that series. So yes, he's human. Yes, Master Chief is how he is, but at the same time, he's not exactly fully human, because the process for that super soldier program had fundamentally changed how a Master Chief is and how things are for him. Alright, so we got that area cleared out. And we're gonna need a lot more string. So we're gonna go through a few more trees and get some bread real quick. Benefit of our lovely pickaxe there. And we're gonna first break down a few trees, and we might also get a little bit of a tree farm rolling so we can get some extra types of wood rolling for us, but we do need to get some of this broken down so we can at least get the other materials. So we're gonna break up this tree real quick, and hopefully soon we can get what we want. How much clay do I have? I have enough for one of our bonsai trees. So I should probably also get some more clay, some more dust gotten up, and then converted into the clay. But we're going to do that in a quick second once we at least get some more wood. Since to even do the trees, we're going to need some drawers. Preferably some 2x2 drawers made up. So we're going to have to wait for that to go through. It's actually a view. Yeah, technically 5, but I tend to only make it space for logs, sticks, apples, and branches. Because with it, there's all these other trees. We're mainly worried about the vanilla trees. See, this one only has 4 items. And this one has 5 items. That's because it is the specter tree. That one's going to be a long ways to go for it. And then we got the dark oak, which gives us 4 items. Spruce gives us 4 items. And where's the other one? So a lot of them will go only 4 items. Sometimes they'll get 5 if they are a fruit type of tree. And we could also do sugar cane now. So once we get some sugar going, we might actually have it only go into a 2 drawer. And the Furious Juniper, I think we have to get that through the Void Miners. So I'm not going to really worry about that. The Silverwood is one that I really want to get, and I'm going to pin that because I want to get that sapling specifically. Since unlike the birchwood, its wood actually has some connected textures to it. I'm not going to worry about the jungle wood. Endstone and the chorus, we're going to wait on that. We don't really need it right now. We're going to get our mineral. That's one of the other saplings I would like us to get. And the great wood is another one I want to get. Let's take a quick thumb through the last 2 pages. Yep. And we got the trees we're going to need. And we'd have to basically sieve compressed flesh for the chance of getting our silverwood and greatwood. And to get compressed flesh, we're going to need a lot of rotten flesh coming in. And that's where once we get that basic vanilla style mob farm that I have going with I have with Techopolis, where it'll give you that huge amount of rotten flesh. With this kind of world, if we get it set up just right, we can have all the rotten flesh we need. And we can set up a drying basin and have it dry the dry the rotten flesh into leather. And then we'll have as much leather as we need too. And this one's one that we're going to plant through, and we're going to give the silkworm to. That's 4 more chests. And these ones we're actually going to throw into this room. So we are going to get things kind of done up eventually to where we have each of these areas filled in. So we got our oak, dark oak, the spruce, the what else? Oh, there's the other one I need. Also, like getting one of each of those to up to. Stuck in water for a second there. So we're gonna have our oak, our dark oak, our spruce, and then we will have the great wood, silverwood, and mineral. And then we will have the 3 different slime variant trees right here. And then we'll have sugarcane. And right here is where we'll have the mineral. So we kind of have a plan of how we want things to go. And we'll walk in. This will be, you'd walk in and it's just, you have this lovely garden growing here. We'll probably make a nice green path leading to each of these areas of grass to where we can walk up to each of these trees and just be, here's what we need, here's how we're going to get it, kind of situation. And take those, throw those in, and take you out. And we will finish damaging this one. And we'll actually go through and we'll make the stone crook because it works a lot easier the way we're doing it. We should probably make sure to upgrade our stone crook with one of you and one of you. I could probably throw some paradox into there too. There we go. So that upgrades that to there. And there we go. So, make sure our tree is all gotten up. And quickly just break up this one. We're going to need more silkworms. String does also come in handy later on because I think it can be made into a singularity. Let's get a punch out of it. Well, I know it does have other uses later on in the game. So, I mean, having a very durable crook is not going to cause any problems for us in the future whatsoever. Worm our way over to here. And throw those in there. And we are going to get the regular sieves made first. And then we'll worry about trying to go through and make all of the other bits to it. So we're going to have to make 24 of them. So that'll be enough for that. And there's that. By the way, if anyone can be able to leave a comment on any of the videos letting me know how they're doing, please do that. I notice a lot of you just haven't been. Like, I noticed I've gotten over 100 views on my channel already, and I really love that, and I think it's awesome. But if there's something about my videos that I can improve on, change, make better, I would love to hear back and understand if there's something that can be done about it. I made this a little bigger than it was supposed to be. Uh-oh. Zio made the mistake again. Not like it's the worst thing ever. I should have taken consideration that basically these show up at that 5 spot mark there. I mean, I think I can go bigger. But having it be this big is already kind of grand enough. And I'll actually just take these logs, throw some regular planks of wood around it. There we go. And we'll throw these into here. And we're going to take our string, throw it in. We're getting there. Throw, maybe we could get one more tree's worth. Nope, we're good. And now we just gotta slowly work on upgrading all 25 of these to being the flint ones. How much flint do we have again? We don't have a lot of flint, unfortunately. But that's why we can easily make more. We just set those there. Now, one thing I was thinking, if you guys are even listening anymore, or if you guys just kind of just zoned out, I was thinking of starting to record content from the Dishonored game. Like, have, like, just uploads of missions that I play through, so you guys can see how someone who would prioritize a, like, stealth aspect of the game, playing it over in comparison to someone who would play it for the high action part of the game. But let me know how you guys would think of it, and let me know if that's something I should even consider, doing for the channel. Possibly branching out, having other aspects to the channel aside from just the Minecraft content. Because I personally like the Minecraft content, but I don't know if my viewers would want to see more than just this one aspect of my passions. So please let me know. I as I said, I'm willing to explore other options and have other things. Yeah, as you guys see, it'll just start sieving all these together. Obviously, if you have one in your hand, it's going to just throw the one through. So it will kind of change up how it is based on what you have in your hand. But once you get it rolling, it's easy to go through all of what you have in your inventory. We're going to need I need 150. We'll just throw it out around there. And we'll continue going through. So if I'm doing math, we're gonna need just shy of 3 stacks worth of it. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had any comments on the channel from anyone, or even anyone showing up in there as wanting to view. Kind of a bummer there. Kind of wished we were able to have more people show up, or even anything happen. But I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers in it, and it's just something that happens. Close to where we need to be. And we got a bunch of iron out of that, so that's actually really nice to have. Just easy break this down. I know I pressed the K button, but I haven't remapped the keys for this one yet. And so it's going to also activate that weird other goofier part of it. At least, you know, once we get to the flint, we can easily upgrade to the iron. And once we're doing that many in the iron meshes, diamonds will actually start flowing in quite a bit from there. And we're already getting quite a bit of coal coming in too. Coal is going to be really wonderful to have real soon. And I like how we don't even have to go and compress them. We can just go straight over here and just start throwing them through. That's kind of a fun thing to do. So, press and hold. There we go. I was able to get it to do that without actually trying to activate that other part of the controls. So we can convert 22 of them now. That'd be the 22nd one there. And now we can start getting some more. It's not going to throw any into the string mesh parts, since unfortunately, it's just not going to happen with it. But with the flint meshed ones, we can at least get enough flint to quickly gather up. That's not going to matter too much there. Why did I have this 5 iron? Oh yeah, we were going to do that. As you guys have realized, I am not always the brightest tool in the shed when it comes to how I play. I am forgetful about how I play and how things go. Any of the people who know me outside of doing YouTube will state I am a person who doesn't always think, which is a very bad thing to have happen, but I still at least try and enjoy life. I try and enjoy things best I can. We'll actually do... We'll throw it there. We'll have the vanilla trees on this side right here. At least the vanilla trees which I like to utilize. On this side right here. So... let this all get done up. We're actually also going to upgrade that, or upgrade the cobblestone generator to one that's slightly faster. And now we're going to get quite a bit of flint. I think that's enough to actually be able to get all 3 of these converted, if I am understanding how to do this part real quick. There we go. You, and you. And now we just get to continuously try and build up the iron now to the number that we're going to need. And we're going to need pretty much the same amount, unfortunately. So it's going to be a lot of growing the resources, or not growing, sieving through the resources and getting things, broken down and gotten through. And now we got 18 of those. There's that. And that. And we now have upgraded hammer, I think. I think I can only hammer the regular compressed ones. Unfortunately, but I mean, we're still gonna have some fun. We're gonna use the regular stone hammer first. As y'all can see, we're easily upgrading all the way to this point, this early on. And it's kind of why I said this pack is one of those ones where I just want to be able to take it easy and relax with. Because of how easy it is to just kind of start flying through parts of this pack and get way caught away as like real fast. And that's only because this pack is as fun as it is to play. It's not difficult, not hard, not a problem to play around with. It's just one of those ones that you can easily sit back and just play. You don't have to worry about trying to have an agenda or any of that kind of stuff. No, just kind of a kitchen sink-esque with quests. So, I mean, it does have your regular quests to do, but they don't push any of them. Seems like basically the only thing that's really pushing is to continue to have fun with the pack. Once you got this upgraded, it'll be a lot easier to have cobblestone come in at that point, which will ensue, and soon it'll also make getting more resources faster also. Well, that'll be about it for today's stream. I will probably do only, well, I'm not actually going to do any more upgrading outside of it. I might just leave myself here AFK to let stuff like the compacting drawer and our little tree here continue to grow and make more trees for us. But that's going to be it for today. You all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a wonderful day.